Live text access training for real-time intralingual subtitlers. This is Unit 3, IT Competence. We will be dealing with Element 1, Input Tools. In this presentation, we will talk about shortcuts. This presentation has been created by Subt Access, an accessibility service provider from Italy. My name is Enrico Pigliacampo and I work for Subt Access. I am an Italian guy with short hair, a beard, and I don't wear glasses. I will be placed in a small box at the top right corner of all slides. The learning outcome for this presentation is to implement strategies to rapidly produce texts, macros, house styles, shortcuts during a real-time job by means of using respeaking software and velotyping or typing software. The topic of this video lecture is shortcuts. We will see what shortcuts are, with a specific focus on shortcuts in Dragon Naturally Speaking and in the Velotype keyboard. What is a shortcut? Shortcut is an abbreviated form of a keyboard shortcut. A keyboard shortcut is one or more keys used to perform a menu function or other common functions in a program or operating system. Software programs for speakers may also offer vocal shortcuts. Instead of using a key or a set of keys, you give the command with your voice. In the next section, you will find a video created by me where I will talk about shortcuts in Dragon Naturally Speaking. Then we will talk about shortcuts in the Velotype keyboard.
In this video, I will talk about shortcuts in Dragon Naturally Speaking. I will not give you a list of shortcuts, but I will show you where you can find it, and I will show you how spoken shortcuts work. Of course, you can use the most common shortcuts, such as Ctrl-C to copy text and Ctrl-V to paste it. But there are many more shortcuts you can use. If we go to the Dragon bar and click on Help, then on Help Topics, we can search for shortcuts. Many results come up from different topics. In these topics, you will find different lists of shortcuts for different purposes. For example, if I click on Navigating Dragon with your keyboard, I can find a list of shortcuts. For example, I can use Alt and the left arrow to navigate back one page, Alt and right arrow to navigate forward one page, and so on. Now I will go back and open another topic. I will show another characteristic of Dragon that other speech recognition programs have: vocal shortcuts. In cutting, copying and pasting text, we can find a list of vocal shortcuts we can use. Now I will show you how these vocal shortcuts work. I close the Dragon Help Center and I will turn on the microphone to dictate a short text. Then I will copy, paste it and delete it. Subt Access is an Italian company. Copy company. Paste that. delete that. Italy is a country. Copy that. Paste that. This is just a simple example of how vocal shortcuts work. It is a very interesting feature of speech-to-text software. I suggest that you create your own list of shortcuts, the ones you use the most, and use them as much as possible so that it becomes automatic and you do not have to think about which one to use.
The Velotype keyboard also has many shortcuts. Some of the most used ones are C to clear a subtitle, T to send the subtitle so that end users can read it, H to move among subtitles, and R to change from real-time subtitling to semi-live subtitling and back. Short forms are also very useful. With the Velotype keyboard, it is quicker if you can use 2 letters in one stroke to make a word. For example, DX to write Donald Trump. Each professional can create their own short forms. Summary. Shortcut can help you to produce and edit a text more quickly. It is important to practice shortcuts to identify the ones you find most useful in your work and how you can improve them. Exercises. Exercise 1. Choose a written text and transcribe it with a speech recognition software. Edit the text and correct any mistakes using shortcuts. Repeat the exercise working on different texts until you are comfortable using shortcuts, always changing the text you work with. Exercise 2. Choose a video and transcribe it with a speech recognition software. Edit the text and correct any mistakes using shortcuts. Repeat the exercise working on different texts until you are comfortable using shortcuts, always changing the video you work with.
LTA Live Text Access, Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona, SDI, Internationale Hochschule, Scuola Superiore per Mediatori Linguistici, ZDF Digital, European Federation of Hard of Hearing People FHO, Velotype, Subti Access, European Certification and Qualification Association ECQA. Co-funded by the Erasmus Plus program of the European Union. Erasmus Plus project 2018-1-DE01-KA203-004218. The information and views set on this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official opinion of the European Union. Neither the European Union institutions and bodies, nor any person acting on their behalf, may be held responsible for the use which may be made of the information contained here.